I do not think Marine Le Pen will benefit from this because, in fact, those who are right-wing voters and think Marine Le Pen is better already want to vote for Marine Le Pen. So I don't think she's going to win extra voters. But Emmanuel Macron can be an alternative for those who are right-wing voters and do not want to become far-right voters. So I think that's the situation here.
This, of course, would depend on Emmanuel Macron getting into the second round, polls pointing to Marine Le Pen getting into that second round as well. So what does he have to do to secure those odds? We know he's getting ready for a big speech today, outlining his platform. Some have raised criticism that he's trying too hard to be all things to all people, that perhaps this could eventually hurt him. It could still give Fillon a boost into that second round, and then you have the odds of Marine Le Pen increasing. What do you think Mr. Macron needs to do from here on out?
Well, basically, the ideology of Mr. Macron is opportunism. He waited as long as possible before telling us what his platform is. Why did he do that? Because he wanted to know if he had to be a center-right candidate or a center-left candidate. So he waited between the right-wing candidate, Mr. Fillon, and on the one hand, and on the other hand, the left-wing candidate, Benoît Hamon, who is about to collapse. And when he saw it was Fillon, okay, you know what, in fact, here's my platform. Surprise, it's center-right. It's basic opportunism. That's what he's doing, and I think he will keep doing that because the weak point in the spectrum is now Mr. Fillon, who it's impossible to understand how can he possibly think he can get away from it.
Well, when you listen to Mr. Fillon, he continues to say he is innocent of these charges. He wants to give voters a choice between Marine Le Pen and Emmanuel Macron. Is there still a possibility, though, when you look at the date that's been set for Fillon to appear before investigators, March 15th, coming 48 hours before the deadline for other candidates to put in their application, could we still see a Conservative candidate replace Mr. Fillon if it gets to that point?
Technically, we could have a new right-wing candidate. It is absolutely possible. But the thing is, in terms of rules, there is no possible way, it's written nowhere, to get rid of the winner of the right-wing primary. So, Fillon has to quit, deciding it by himself. And he repeatedly said, I will not, I will not, I will not. So that's the key point here. He has to quit by himself.
And if he doesn't make it to the second round, then Mr. Fillon, that is, what do you think the odds are that a percentage of his base then goes to Marine Le Pen? Because I think that's the big question everyone has to ask right now. I
want to be perfectly clear for foreigners and for investors in particular. A goat, literally a goat at the second round against Marine Le Pen, the goat is elected. Because anyone against Marine Le Pen would win the presidential election, just because there are too many voters who are absolutely allergic to far right in France.